It's not as big as the other one, but... Oh, I just dropped it. Hold on, we'll re-edit that. Right, I'm back. That didn't just happen. Thankfully, it didn't fall down a crack. Hey guys, it's Nikki from the Soil Sisters. Thought I'd do a slightly different video this week, a bit more of an informative one with regards to testing with the Manticore. Just thought it might be interesting to show you. I've been going through some finds, and as I was going through those finds, I thought this might be a good opportunity to make a little video for people that maybe haven't found these sorts of items, that are looking to find these sorts of items that, to be honest, these are like bucket list items, some of them. So, you know, we wouldn't know what they would ring in at unless we have a bit more of a video that would give us an idea, perhaps. I know some people might say that this isn't going to be a true test because these aren't buried items. They were all found in the ground. However, it could be arguable that different types of soil, you know, whether it's ploughed or pasture, it would read different. I just thought this might be useful to help those looking for these types of items to add to their collection or for their bucket list, to see what they read in at on the Manticore. So I hope you find this useful. First thing I think I best start with, which I just realised as I was talking, is I have my grandparents' rings on. So best take them off. I have to give that a bit of a suck to get that off. Yeah, so they're not going to be included. I have no other objects on me that might set the machine off. So I'll start, I think, with something quite basic. Quite like to find sixpences, silver sixpence. So let's see what this rings up as on the Manticore. So if you can see that, try and go a little bit further away. Close to the coil. So there we go, silver sixpence. What have we got here? Another sixpence. This is a little bit of an older one. This is a Victoria. Just want to show that silver isn't always the same. So let's find another bit of silver. So this is a nice one. This is a Queen Anne. Queen Anne. I can't even see here from where I am. So I think that's saying backwards in the sort of 79, 80s to me. So let me go back to what the previous one was. Low, a little bit jumpy, that one, isn't it? That one was the Victoria. So I'll move on to something different. So a Crotal Bell. So let's see what a Crotal Bell will ring in at. Ooh. Again, very high. I wasn't expecting that to read quite so high. Let's see if it's any different if it's a broken one. Bit of a lower tone that time for that one. So there's a few there to start off with, so I'll change it now a little bit. So I found a few of these. These are quite nice to find. Some people still look for them, still have them wanting to be in their collection in display cabinets. But a Jew's harp, much lower tone that, isn't it? In the 30s. Okay, what should we go for next? This I know is something that Sam would like on her bucket list. So here's a nice small medieval key. Let's see what that's like. Ooh. 30, 31. That's not bad at all, is it? Right, let's mix it up a little bit. So let's try a little bit of gold. So we've got a gold plain ring band. Again, this was found in the ground. 50s, that piece of gold. And then I've got another, here's a a gold signet ring. Let's see what that would sound like. Oh, a bit lower that one, so obviously different in consistency there with the quantity of gold. What else should we move on to now? See, I've still got quite a few more, so there are quite a few nice things. I'd be very pleased with those in my finds bag. So let's move on to something a little bit different. So here we've got this is a Jettin. Not sure how clear this will appear, but I will do a little video at the end. I'll line everything out and then I'll put, obviously, when I've looked back properly at this video, what it was showing as. That's very solid, that is a Jettin, isn't it? What we're looking at, 49.50. Beautiful. Again, another type of Jettin, different style. Not sure how well that's showing up on camera. That one's a bit lower. 40, 41. Okay, now this is something that this, I would love to find one of these. I feel very fortunate to have one in my hands, but I've always wanted to find one. I can't wait for the day that I do, but this is a Pilgrim's lead ampulla. I just love the fact that religious artifact, you know, the history behind it. So I'm looking forward to hearing what this will ring in at on Derek, my Manticore. So let's see what this one's like. Yeah, definite digger. Isn't that funny? Is that the same as that last? Rings in like the Jettin. Oh well, at least I know I definitely wouldn't miss a Jettin or the ampulla. Let's have a little look. What should we move on to next? Let's have a look at maybe a couple of hammered coins. So who's this there? I think this is a big Elizabeth shilling. So nice high tone, that one. I think I've got another Elizabeth one. I think this is a little bit older. But again, rings in really nice, that. Another hammered. I'm not quite sure what this one is actually, because it's got a shield on one side and it's got the sort of a cross with flowers on the other. I'm sure somebody will comment and tell me what it was. See, isn't that weird for a silver? It's a lot lower. I know it's not as big as the other one, but... Oh, I just dropped it. Hold on, we'll re-edit that. Right, I'm back. That didn't just happen. Thankfully, it didn't fall down a crack. But yeah, interesting to compare two silver types of hammered. And that's home. So what we're going to move on now, guys, let's have a look at maybe a cut half. What would a cut half be like? Ooh, that's low, isn't it? Still a digger. I've heard people say on some of the groups online that some of them, like quarters, have come in at like under 10. Because I know a lot of people aren't sure about digging the really low numbers, but that's definitely a digger. So, I mean, funnily enough, now we should mention a quarter cut. They're so small. I've got one here, so let's see what this rings in at. Oh, it's still quite high according to the Manticore, 25, 26, same as those half cuts. So this, I think, is absolutely beautiful. I will do a close-up little video of this, but this is a beautiful tiny little rose farthing. I've never seen one with such beautiful detail, but yeah, I will do a little video of that at the end when I sort of line these up and show you what they all came and readied at on the Manticore. That's a lower one, isn't it? Definitely a digger. So last sort of few now, we're getting there slowly, but still, there's still a few more that I think people would like on that bucket list and in that display cabinet of theirs. So let's have a look at a couple of fibulas, Roman fibs. So what were they reading as? Quite high, quite jumpy as well. Interesting. I'm finding this as interesting as you guys are. I'm learning a lot myself here. So another fibula. This one still has the pin. Ready? 30, 31. Yeah, so very interesting. Still a couple more, I think, that we'd like to know on that bucket lister. So let's have a little look at a gold coin. Got a nice gold Vicky Byrne head. Let's have a look how that would read. Now, if I had to guess now off the gold rings, I would think that we were looking maybe in the 50s again. So let's see. Oh, see? Just goes to show, doesn't it? I mean, that is a belter. 30, 36. Definite digger. Interesting to know. So let's have a look at a slightly older gold coin then. So this one is very small. This is one of those little quarter guineas. I think there's not that many of them around really. They're so small. I think they got recalled pretty quickly. But I found out, funny we should say this now, I didn't realise they're called gold guineas because all the gold was sourced from Papua New Guinea when it was made. So that's why a guinea's a guinea. Ooh, solid 28. That'd be nice to dig, wouldn't it? Wouldn't mind a silver Roman denari though. Wanting to know what that would ring in at. We're going to take a little look, see what that's going to show. Ooh, that's a high squealer, isn't it? That's really sort of high 60s, 70s. Definite digger. The last one that I am really interested to find out. So this is a big one. And I would like to know what this big one would read in as. So we have here a Bronze Age axe head. And I'd imagine it would be a squealer, and I would imagine it would show as really, really big on here, but we'll have a little look together. Let's see what this rings in at. It's quite heavy. Wow. I really didn't think it would be that high. But that is really interesting to know. So yeah, quite a few objects there that I thought might be useful for anyone else that also uses the Manticore like myself when you're out detecting in the fields. Just have a bit of an idea of some of the tones and the sounds, and especially showing how the gold and how silver can be different, I suppose, with different metal consistencies in there. But hope it's been useful. I thought it'd be interesting for me even to look back and reference on. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and hope to catch you all again very soon in the fields.